channel 176. Today I will talk about delay project in construction. For my part, this introduction is construction law, cover all the legal issues related to the construction of building or other structures. Legal issue related to construction activities can arise from federal, state or local law. Federal law such as health as safety regulations and labor law may impose requirements on workplace and employment practice. Today, the topic we discuss in this group about the extension of time in constructions. Time extension clauses are explicit contract clauses that provide for adjustment of contract dates in certain circumstances. An extension of times is permitted in works progress in hindered by an ex clause delay. Due to the extension of the period, the manufacturer or supplier will work after the contract completion dates without obligations to pay the customer penalty of if no penalty is provided. Pay the general difficult damage can be completed. The most recurring problems in construction industry and if often adversely affect projects success in terms of the cost, time and quality, failure to complete the project within the target time and budget cost as agreed in contract, risky industry with uncertainties due to various external and internal factors. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Rafatina Binti Shahrin and my website number is AP200488 and I will take the part of literature review. For our discussion and our group project, we have do the literature review about the PWD, PAM and CIDB. So I will explain about the literature review. Firstly is PWD. PWD is the Public Work Department of Malaysia, which is a government organisation in charge of contract type. PWD also a lump sum contract, which is included with either bill of quantity or a schedule of rates. So another literature review is PAM, which is PAM is a declaration on gender equity and a PAM policy of gender equity policy in architecture. That's where draft by the PAM Special Committee on Gender Equity as attached have been approved by PAM Council. The last part of literature review is CIDB. CIDB was established under Construction Industry Development Act to develop the capacity and capability of the construction. So that's all from me for my part, which is literature review, and thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir Fidaus. I will go through which the methodology case, a method used to the conduct research on the specific research subject according which the discipline. Second, can also be used to ensure that the subject of the study can be achieved based on the valid and the reliable data. Okay, next I will pass to my friend to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Hazwani binti Isri and my matrix number is AP200194. Today I will present discussion related cases of delay project. First is safety issue. The rapid pace of economic development to this day has indeed brought many benefits to all Malaysians. However, we also need to acknowledge that there are necessary side effects overcome. One of them is the increased hazards or risk in the workplace as a result of used materials, equipment, machinery, and sophisticated work processes. For example, high levels of accidents in the construction sector can cause the country to lose manpower and property losses worth millions of dollars per year. In this construction industry, Most cases of injuries occurring in the workplace are due to by employees not given adequate safety training or not given training at all. Not only that, but the accident at the construction site is also the negligence of workers in the performance of work on the construction site, neglect of safety aspects, neglect of awareness and training programs, lack of discipline, lack of communication, and other causes that increase the influence of accidents, which is increasing today. This makes safety increasingly an important issue to ensure the safety of life and property is guaranteed. This is because the construction industry still practices labor-intensive work processes based on wet trades, which are the main contributors to low quality of work because the workforce performing this work is unskilled and untrained. Accidents in the construction industry are things that result in injury, death, damage to machinery, building materials, and so on related to this industry. According to our study through interviews of several construction industry companies on the cause of construction project delay, based on their experience in carrying out a construction project is actually due to safety issues in construction sites. Among the companies we interviewed were from ZK Group, namely Mr. Muhammad Amar bin Muhammad Rusli, who is experienced in managing construction project for 7 years. He gave a clear explanation on the issue of accidents that often occur in construction sites, causing delays project or construction projects should stop being extended. Examples of accident issues at construction sites are such as falling from scaffolding from top to bottom causing injury to workers, building materials equipment which can cause accidents due to the negligence of construction site workers. The effect of the issue is that the company is short of workers on construction sites. When that happens, the construction project being carried out has to be stopped for a long time until the project can be carried out again. There are strategies for overcoming the problem of accidents at construction sites. Are necessary contractors provide equipment as well as safety equipment appropriate to the needs of the work in a proportionate enough. The contractor must first identify the hazard risk on the construction site and identify the appropriate equipment to create a safe work system. In between safety equipment that needs to be provided by the contractor is a safety helmet, safety jacket, and shoe safety. Furthermore, the contractor must also ensure that workers at the construction site are adequate and experienced as well as provide complete machinery equipment. Second is late payment. The issue of late payment in construction industry is a global phenomenon because it is between the most common. In Malaysia, the impact of this problem is enormous destruction to the national economy, and this has tarnished the good image of the local construction industry. When payment is due under a deferred contract or less value than expected, the contractor's financial position is affected, and this in turn can affect the performance of the project. Therefore, the causes of these delays and disputes can be categorized into three as discussed in the following subsections, which is contractor-related, management-related, and related late payment contracts. Firstly, disputes and delays caused by the contractors is often the contractor will be blamed to customers when they receive late payment. Actually, although this phenomenon cannot be disputed, which contractors are also among the factors contributed to this issue, stating that one of the main reasons for late payment is when there was an error in submitting the claim by the party contractor. These errors include claims without adequate supporting documents, wrongly calculated claims, submit claims, and submissions are incomplete without using the correct procedure. When this case, the contractor will have to resubmit claims after making the necessary corrections, which will eventually result in a delay in admission payment. Other factors contributed by the contractor to the delay is closing the final account, which is when the contractor failed to agree job evaluation. Misunderstandings can cause delays in confirming the final account amount. This in turn will result in conflict between the customer and the contractor. Without a doubt that the claim will not be certified and therefore late payment will occur. Same problems will also occur even if the contractor performs his duties as prescribed in bill of quantity and instructions. However, file a claim after defect liability period. This will eventually take time to payment to be made to the contractor. Problems also occur when contractors do not keep records properly to claim last payment. Third is drawing problems. One of the major factors causing time and cost overrun in projects is consultants' design errors or misrepresentation of client's requirement. Usually, these errors will only reveal during construction phase. Consequently, this will lead to extra time and cost spent on correcting the mistakes. Apart from that, design errors could cause time and cost overrun as the initial cost estimations were done based on the incorrect designs. As such, there could be omission or additional works, thereby leading to extra work or variation orders. Moreover, consultants' delayed response and less coordination with contractor also contribute to the delay. This will no doubt affect the overall project delivery time and cost. The most common causes of design errors are inadequate field investigation, error in design and specifications, plan errors, design changes, and else. Hence, good communication within the project team, including owner, consultants, and contractors, and effective project planning, controlling, and monitoring are substantial to minimize design errors. In construction, we have two stages, namely pre-construction stage and post-construction stage. The cause of delayed projects in construction, such as pre-construction stage, is design approval and drawings, such as pile drawings. If this stage is delayed, it will cause subsequent activity to be delayed as well. For example, the pile painting got late approval, but we had mobilized the piling machine and manpower, so we did not have the pile painting. As a result, we could not continue construction. So, that will make the piling work take a long time to complete because the piling work is an important part of the construction. In addition, construction sites to carry out piling activities in hilly areas or hard soil areas will make the piling work take longer to complete. In this case, design and drawing approvals play an important role in avoiding project delays. Incomplete drawings or problematic drawings are the reason for the delay of a project. According to from our study interviews of the companies involved, he shared his experience of facing the problems of delays due to this incomplete drawing. Examples of incomplete and problematic drawing are such as details in incomplete drawings that create project delays. This is because to complete a project it is necessary to be based on a complete drawing. Therefore, to get a complete drawing, one must wait for details from the architect or engineer. As a result, this took a long time causing project delay. Fourth, the condition of site project was unforeseen. The state of the site project was unexpected. Need to make a request to gain knowledge of the site project. That demand takes time to gain knowledge. It will make the project pending. Example, construction site land is pit soil that is difficult to do the construction of a development. Therefore, the contractor must apply to obtain new site or make land reclamation on pit soil before the construction project is carried out. The thing to be done takes a long time until the expected time of a project is shifted a much longer time. The effect is to cause project delays to occur. According to the partnership and the explanation from the company about the condition of the site project is unexpected, which causes delays of a project. In project construction, there are some contractors and subcontractors who are less responsible in managing the project well. A contractor who is careless in managing the project by not caring about the project being carried out. For example, not to know the information about the construction site in more detail, which needs to make a request to the landowner or the parties involved before starting the construction project. If this is done late, it will result in the project being delayed. This is because to make such a request requires time to gain knowledge or information about the site project. Further, unforeseen conditions occurring in the construction sites were due to unpredictable weather and the spread of dangerous epidemics. Examples of weather changes that often rain leading to flood disaster, causing project delays. This is because the flooding water in the construction site area has caused a lot of damage to machinery and tools at the construction site. As a result, the construction of the project has to be postponed until the construction machinery and tools were repaired and renewed. Not only that, the problem of danger epidemic contagion also went down, affecting project delays. For example, the COVID-19 outbreak that occurred 2 years ago caused many construction projects in Malaysia to be delayed and had to be stopped for a while. At this time, many workers lost their jobs because they could not work physically due to the epidemic. The effects of natural disasters and the spread of these epidemics caused considerable losses to the project managers and companies involved. Fifth and the last one is financial and tendering problems. The comprehensive contract should state every aspect of the business relationship, including pricing, payment terms, type of service or products, and else. Thus, a vague contract that does not clearly state the overall scenario of the project can lead to disputes between the parties involved in the project. For example, if the contract does not fully identify every aspect of the relevant scope of work, a dispute may arise from the consultants or contractors' dissatisfaction with the additional scope not specified in the initial contract. When such disputes occur, negotiations, arbitrations, and/or mitigation work and requests for contract revisions with new budgets and schedules are inevitable. Unsurprisingly, this will result in widespread delays and thus exceeding initial times and cost estimates. The rising prices of items also one of the causes of project delays in construction. For example, the price of iron was increasing from 2,800 ringgit Malaysia per ton to 4,000 ringgit Malaysia per ton. For the ongoing project, contractor will face problem because the cost of the project depends on the current price. When the price of construction items increase all of a sudden, the company budget will face the problem in order to buy the items for construction. So, either they make a negotiation with client about the total amount or by the cost of the spending money for buying construction items.
Next, I will explain about the recommendation part. First, understand the contract. The provision of the notice shall be clearly defined with the actual consequences of the irregularities such as deferred payment. Change management procedures are important in controlling scope growth and addressing cost and schedule impacts. Lessons learned from many project failures have revealed that mismanagement of change is a source of unresolved disputes, leading to a lengthy and costly resolution process. Second is analyze critical parts. Schedule risk assessment can identify areas where task direction cannot be achieved or disconnect lack of accurate logic from other dependent tasks. A reliable schedule is a key component in controlling the project timeline during implementation and, if necessary, consequently in disputes. Thus, initial analysis of the Livermore table can lead to adjustment in the procurement process of critical tasks, timing to minimize risks and identify efficient mitigation options.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Amirul Hakimi bin Ahmad. I will continue our presentation about how to mitigate the project delay in construction. Basically, we need to establish risk triggers as early warning system. With the increasing exploitation and utilization of underground spaces, the excavation of deep foundation pits adjacent to existing metro tunnels is becoming increasingly common. These excavations have the potential to cause safety problems for the exploration of the nearby metro. Therefore, to prevent metro tunnel accidents from occurring during the construction processes and to ensure the safety of life and property, it is necessary to establish a risk-based early warning system. During the excavation process, the main method for preventing accidents in excavation adjacent to existing metro tunnels are manual analysis based on site monitoring data. Next, developing contemporary documents also can mitigate the project delay in construction. Contemporary documents are usually part of the evidence before a court or tribunal when it comes to undertake a judicial fact-finding process. In contrast to familiar warnings about the human memory's fallibility, assuming information is still recorded on durable mediums, contemporary documents should retain the evidence, narrative, or account in exactly the same form to the event themselves. The passage of time until judicial determination should not therefore degrade the quality and reliability of the evidence or account verification. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Law Bpd, Law Matrix EP2002. My part is conclusion. In the conclusion, delays can be minimized by identifying the causes in the first place. To have a professional and efficient consultant and contractor, the project manager needs to establish control the procedure to monitor, identify issues that are causing delay.